Alrighty, so I've got... Oh, I gotta stop saying alrighty. I've got an idea for a new character, and this comes from two sorts of people. The uploader of this image on the Nexus, and it's even a subscriber called Matthew Crooks. Oh, Matty, how you doing, mate? So, I want to create a character who's like this, an old Nord veteran that fights in the... that fought in the Great War, then fought in the Skyrim Civil War. But I don't want him to be a Stormcloak anymore. I want him to be on his own. And I'm going to call him something Grey-Cloak, like he's left the Order. He's left the Stormcloaks. He didn't join the Empire. He just left and went and did his own thing. Now the story will be going as that he fought in the Great War as an Imperial soldier, that took back the Empire, and he was angered by when he returned home to find that his god had been made illegal, and that Empire pretty much surrendered in his eyes. And just like many Nords of that age and that time, they joined the Stormcloak Rebellion's idea. They became rebels, and he would ambush and attack for many years before the Stormcloaks officially became an army or joined a unit. And maybe a week after the Battle of Whiterun, when he was in a massive fight between Imperial soldiers, I imagine him getting into a fight and then running his blade through a young Imperial to then catch her eyes staring at him when he pulled out his blade, like he's a berserker, he's cranky, he's angry, he's bloodthirsty, his adrenaline's pumping, he's just put his blade through a young Imperial soldier, pulled it out, and on the way he's pulled it out, he's caught her eyes staring right at his, but like in a panic fear, like, what have you done? Why am I here? What is happening? And she would have been 19 or 20. When he sees an Imperial soldier, he sees the armor of the Empire, he sees an enemy. But for the first time in a very, very long time, he saw a person behind that armor. He saw a young woman that didn't necessarily want to be there, that wanted to live her life, and he had just put a sword through her. She hit the floor in panic, and he stood there frozen, his eyes wide open staring at her, before eventually he knelt down to conceal her and grab her head and told her everything was going to be okay, before he realised that his daughter is that age. And he talked to her, and she stood around, her eyes weren't focused, they were kind of looking around everywhere in an absolute panic. Trying to think of memories, trying to think of not dying, trying to think, oh fuck, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, and he's trying to conceal her, even though he's the one that killed her. And he's telling her it's going to be alright, and eventually her eyes focus on him for about 5 to 7 seconds, before her face of fear turns to a blank expression. And her eyes look focused, but the light is lost, and no longer does it look like her eyes are focused on anything, and she's looking into oblivion. And she's gone. So I imagine he would stand up from that battle and go back to his fortification and not being able to sleep. And every time he saw an Imperial soldier, he couldn't kill him. He constantly saw that woman. No longer did he see an enemy wearing that armor. He saw a victim wearing that armor. And it killed him inside. He couldn't live with the guilt. So he left the Stormcloaks, and he earned the name Grey-Cloak. And his mission somewhat still stayed the same, that he could no longer fight and kill Imperials because he saw young people that he fought with. He saw his own kind, humans, that he was killing, young people he was killing. Other people that were really on his side when he realised what he had done, that this young woman was the same age as his daughter. They were one and the same, the Nords and the Imperials, and his anger was focused on the wrong sort of people. Eventually he set on a path, and that path was his original plan. He's no doubt, when he returned home and the Thalmor came in, they might have taken his brother or his cousin or his father and never seen him again. And that's why he joined the Stormcloaks, because the elves are allowed to come in and steal their people. So his mission was to travel the roads and not kill any Imperials, not kill any Nords, unless of course there were ones trying to kill him. But his main objective would be to wander the roads of Skyrim, and any and all Thalmor patrols he came across, he would put down in the dirt, let the snows take them. So we're going to go for a character that looks a bit like this guy. Older Nord, some scars, and instead of the blue paint we're going to go grey paint. And he's going to be an old Nord veteran, sort of both the wars, who walked away from the Civil War and the infamousy of it really kicking off the Battle of Whiterun. and he's just going to be a dude that doesn't attack Imperials, doesn't, you know, unless he's attacked on the roads, and he's going to be a nomad. And hopefully, if he survives that, because it's going to be very rare, because I'm going to make the Thalmor an enemy of him, so it'd be very rare to come across him on the roads, and then the Thalmor patrol at the exact same time. Like, that is like 1 in a million. But in the case he does, he could die, because there's 1 of him, 3 of them, and they're normally battle mages. But I might make him a bit stronger so he can actually handle that. And then if I come across him on the roads when the Dragonborn story eventually comes along, he might find that, you know, this is going to be a good way of redemption, of killing that young woman, that he might find a service in serving another young woman and helping save the world might make his soul feel a little bit less heavy. But this is what we're going to go for, so we're going to go create him, and we'll get on that. So we'll get into the creation kit. I'm going to have a look at some armors first, see if I get like a sort of like a guard armor replaced that's kind of grey, that doesn't have any sort of blue to the colour. So I might have to go like a Windhelm armor with some Stormcloak variants, I don't know. Anyway, let's go have a look. Here we go. So I just use like the Winterhold ones. It's probably like the only grey armor that I can think of when it comes to colours. And then I used Winterhold chest piece, but I used some sort of like just Baron looking shoulder plates and Stormcloak looking braces and stuff like that. So he kind of looks a bit more bare boned. You know, he looks like, well, he was a Stormcloak soldier, somewhat. And I'll just use a like guard armor replacer, gauntlets like steel or plate or boots and a helmet, something like that, kind of makes it fit, make a bit more sense. So, alright, let's get to porting this gear over, and hopefully it works, and we'll create the character, give him some perks and sort of stuff, and we'll see how it goes in the creation kit. Now, I did use a copy of Couldnt, because I've got to just remove some factions, and I'll do that now before I forget. Do any of this stuff right here. Yeah, you marry him if you want, whatever. Male Nord Commander. Change it to a man. Oh my god. That looks like a used up foreskin. Righty-o, here we go. Roger Dodge, catch his ladder. So catch his ladder. Roger Dodge. Assist me out. There's people leaving me home. Alright, so I don't know. Yeah, I think I want to go a bit of a pale Nord, you know, give him some grey hair, bright grey. Give him a beard though, nasty looking beard. I do want to have a blind eye, but to do that I'm going to have to go through a bit of creation kit crap to do it. It's a pain in the ass, it really is. But I'll do it. First of all, I want to get this guy done. Find out what eye we're going to use him for. Might go dominant right eye. So, yeah, I might go blue. Yeah, I'm going to give him a mad beard. Now that one had beards of power, and luckily enough, I have that as a master file. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I want to go like you know, old age bald, like this. Yeah, like he's served his time, or I want to go like a long-haired Nord warrior like this. But we'll change his features really soon. Should really do that right now, actually. And I just use vanilla stuff, man. Like I can't be bugging sculpting. I've never ever sculpted in this game. This is the one reason why I dislike the Nords. Their noses are fucking massive. I need some scars a bit later. He's not gonna be a playable character, so I can give him plenty of scars. He'll just be a wanderer on the roads I might walk past. I might have a I'll have to even wait up. Wait up. There's a cool little thing here I like doing. AI data, mood, puzzled, sad, surprised, angry. We'll go angry. He's an angry fella. Now, don't hate me for the way I say this. That's not a bad scar. Need some more. NPCs can have multiple scars, but we can't as a player, which pisses me off. That's too rough. Oh, thank God. If this is CBBE, if this is a female body, I'd be in trouble. I don't think his face would look like that, is it? That was left side of the face, not right side of the face. Whatever. Ah, it's a bit weak. Probably just duplicated one. Yep. Son of a bitch. What's the, like, damaging for the right side of the face? Does it look like he's been scratched by a cat a few times? Fucking hell. Alright, I'll get back to you when I do this. Alrighty, so I want to make this guy's left eye blind, so it's just a matter of you finding all these textures and crap and adding the add-ons to make sure they all work together. I think there's one hidden away here somewhere. All these three right here. So this is pretty much what you want to do, right? So I want to find the eye so I can get the eye texture. I want to find the blind left eye model and the blind add-on model. So as you can see, this right here is blind left model. Now this is like what the actual character will use. So, and that's the add-on right there. This is hit right here, I'm pretty sure. No, that's the vanilla one. Humanoids 3. So I want this for the texture. So it's OT 08TWE eyes humanoid 3. And I want to change this right here to, well, it's pretty much already done, so we can just go Goss, Grey-Cloak, Grey-Cloak eye, Hepatitis humans. Now what we're going to do is pretty much change this to Humano 3. Male, playable, eyes, left eye be blind, the right modelled. So we don't have two eyes in this one spot. Boom. Oop. That doesn't look right. I don't know why. Alright. Boom. Create new one. Cancel. Cancel. And now Bob is your uncle. Yes. Eyes, and there we go. Now you see the left side of his face has been absolutely mauled. The right side's got like one scar. I'm going to add in I'm going to give him some more scars with skin feature overlays for race menu sort of thing, and of course burns down one side of his body, all that sort of stuff through his time in war. And hell, you could even like do makeup sort of things, give him like really light bluish sort of tint, to where you can kind of see the age on them. Kind of gives them a bit more aged looking skin, even though we can do what we can do. Now I'm going to go add the armor, right? It's only one piece of armor, and the rest of it I'll use from another mod called Guard Armor Replacer, because it uses a lot of different assets for a Stormcloak army. Not all of them are blue or have the bear on them or something like that, so let's go Windhelm, I guess. Guard. That's the one I copied it from. call him Grey-Cloaks. We'll give him an actual name, but we'll have this as his actual armor name. Oop, wrong one. We'll have vanilla gear. Far out. Goss Grey-Cloak. My god. Here we go. I've only did it for like one. It's the same mesh, and I'm going to give him the mesh 100. He's a personal character, he's not a playable character. He's not meant to have multiple weights, he's meant to only have one weight, which will be this one. Okay, boom, boom. It's not really point in giving him an armor add-on, since I'll just tear it apart anyway when as soon as he follows me. Now, let's check out what it looks like on him. I'm not going to check the front of him, of course, because well, the front of him is covered, but the back of him's not. Looks alright. We'll add a cloak in game, a cool looking helmet that might reveal his beard, and we'll get one of the random boots and gloves that kind of mesh, go with this texture, this kind of style of armor. Now, what was I thinking before that escaped my stupid head? There's something I was thinking about. Alright, his AI. Whee! Doesn't she have an AI? Let's have a look. Rebel Solid... Oh, yep. Nah. I've made an AI with these guys. I've travelled around Skyrim and stuff. So now this is probably the first male I actually see crossing the roads. All of them are those women of the north who I overly sexualise. So now we'll have a dude walking around. I'll just have to find him. And I'll get in the game, I'll find him, I'll give him a new look and stuff like that.
Fight back.
Now I just had to cover his stick up, but realising my mistake, as I gave him the Thalmor factions that would want to kill the player, as I'm a doofus. So... Oh, here comes me to save me! Oh, legend! I beat him! Alright, I'm gonna go fix that up and we'll try again. To add some new factions, so I actually hate the Thalmor, but to make sure he doesn't travel to Solitude, because he might come across Thalmor then. Now, I made this guy's, because I didn't want him to be friends with the player, so I made him dislike the player. Funny enough, I'm actually playing a high elf right now, and he's not too happy about that.
There is no point in further talk. Get out of here.
Straight up won't talk to me anyway. I see it is. Alrighty, so I'm gonna...
Damn Stormcloak rebels.
Yeah, I have a bodyguard here this time. So, I'm going to customise him with race menu. Give him a bit more scars on the body and some war paints here and there, and give him the rest of his armour. Now, I just want to say Shadow Play is an absolute fucking retard. You know, is when I went to go to make the next scene, it wouldn't turn on, so I had to completely reset my fucking computer. Speds it fucking Shadow Play. Anyway, so is his full armour. He's got a cool sword from the same sort of mod. Guards of Skyrim. No. Yeah, that's the one. And he's got a shield. It's kind of like wooden. Half it's grey, half it's blue. Kind of where he come from. You know, Stormcloak, that sort of thing. He's got grey face paint. And I'm going to try and... Well, I got to look up because he'll bend down to take his clothes off. The animation what I got on. That's the start. And as you can see, he's got the grey paint on him, and he's got some burns and some scars all over him. So he's seen his shit. He's meant to have an angry looking face all the time, but apparently does not. But, anyway, this is him. Oh, there's Lyris. And, yeah, he's going to be travelling the roads of Skyrim. You might find him in an inn, you might find him on the road, and I've got to test this actually.
I understand.
No, you don't. You don't understand. Help. Spawn. HC. Alright. Thalmor. Player. Place at me. Fuck yeah.
Until next time.
Yes?
Nice.
Move along.
Why are you killing him?
Oh, you smell like a wet dog.
Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
I don't like your kind.
Haha! Oh, there's an arse over there. Anyway.
Why are you still staring at me?
You fucking what, mate? Ooh. Anyway, so this is him. I was hoping he'd attack some Thalmor, but I guess not. I'll just mess around with his code a little bit more. Not his cage, he's shit. And hopefully we'll have a monstrous guy that will like to kill high elves. That is Svenvard Grey-Cloak. And his character is now in Skyrim. From imagination to, well, somewhat pixelated. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks for the inspiration from the Nexus uploader. And of course to Matthew for his fellow that like to go out and kill Stormcloaks, and this is kind of his deal with that. Anyway, I'm out of here. Catch us later.